Welcome to youtube.com/I live like a rock star. Day number 7. So, impulse, if we feel it. Impulse is the key word today. Impulse. Pulse. Take the root word of that, pulse. What pulses in your body? Your heart, your blood. You have a pulse. Why is that important? Pulsing is like the nature of human experience. Ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. Yeah, I know I'm a drummer, so I like those kind of bass sounds, and the drum hit is almost like the beat. A drum beat is almost like the beat of a heart. Despite the fact that I played the guitar, I played in a very percussive way, like a drummer plays a guitar. So that's what we're talking about, is impulse, or a pulse. So if you look up the word impulse in the dictionary, it says a state of mind or a feeling that creates a stimulus to action. A lot of negative is there any negative associations to that? A state of mind or a feeling that causes a stimulus into action. Is that positive or is that negative? In the dictionary, in the Canadian Oxford Dictionary, so Oxford makes up the names, the definitions of the words. But for some reason, we've turned it into stuff like impulse buying, loss of control. When yet, the whole reason that our species has survived is because of impulse. The desire to breed, the impulse to breed. And what else? Why have human beings prospered so much? Because of the impulse to grow and prosper and to push our limits. These are impulses. A lot of the time we really think that, oh, they belong to us. They're like some kind of conscious process that we can control. No, they're actually part of our makeup. Part of who we are. We have impulses. Another word for impulses is desire. The motivational speaker Anthony Robbins is frequently saying desire means of the Father, if you take the Latin root. So he takes that and he says, oh, well, the desire has been given to me by something. I'm almost saying the same thing, except I don't like to talk about that religious stuff too much. But if I'm actually almost really saying the same message, is that part of how we're designed as humans is to do impulses. And now the definition is neutral. A state of mind or a feeling that causes a stimulus towards action. A state of mind or feeling that causes stimulus towards action. That's neutral. That's not positive. It's not negative. And in reality, if we really examine our impulses, they can be either good or bad. But the reason why I want you to get this concept of impulse and why it's so important is because if you can feel your desires, if you can feel the things that you want, to the moment that you feel them pulsing within you. You want something so bad. You want that job so bad. You want that A on the test so bad. You want to meet that person of your dreams so bad. You want to expand who you are to create the dream that's in your heart so badly that it's a living thing inside of you, pulsing with your heartbeat, beating with the flow of your energy and your thoughts. That's what level we want you to get at with those goals that you wrote down in the previous days, with those new beliefs that you had about yourself. When I think about expanding my areas, my 3 areas of specialty now that I'm trying to expand out and make more money through are speaking, so maybe eventually going and speaking for money, maybe selling some of these shows. Pretty glad you hope you're jumping on the free train for now and getting this for free while that's up for free. Another thing is selling my drum lessons. I'm a drum teacher. Another thing is selling my services playing drums or other instruments or composing, musical, right? When I think about how hungry I am, I feel like someone, for those goals, to achieve that money, getting by doing something that I love, because of my experiences and because of my knowledge, I feel such a hunger. I feel like someone who hasn't eaten for like a month is got his mind on a nice cheeseburger or whatever kind of great meal that's there. That's how I feel when I think about those goals. I feel like I can, my mouth is actually watering when I think about that. When I think about expanding and composing new music and composing new songs and finding new people to play with, building relationships and doing everything that I want to achieve the life that's in my heart. When I think about the type of women that have a certain personality that really gets me, and a certain look that really I'm attracted to. Do you know what I feel like? It's a pulse. It's a pulsation. That's why it's called an impulse. We want you to get your impulses and put them on the positive track. Okay? Because the thing is, if your impulses aren't on the positive track is growth. Like we said, evil versus development. Positive impulses is development. So when you fill your minds with your goals, your financial goals, your relationship goals, your activity goals, your social goals, any goal that you can imagine that's productive, healthy, and benefits you and others, okay, that is when you repeat one of the principle. Also, you repeat that. You get those, like I said, we're trying to apply the principle of repetition. Why did I give you those exercises in the past days? So you can take it, so you can repeat it. When you repeat things to yourself with emotion, with feeling. When you put yourself in the mind state, like what we were talking about before, of whatever you're trying to get. You're trying to learn, put yourself in an educational mind state. You're trying to make money, put yourself into an abundant mind state and put yourself into a critical thinking business mind state, because business people make a lot of money. So put yourself in a business mindset. Like I just cleaned up all of my stuff from my storage room. I cleaned up all my drawers out. Why? Because I'm putting myself in a clean mind frame. Business people operate in a clean, uncluttered environment. I'm trying to put myself in that mindset. When you put yourself in the mindset, another way of saying it is that you're using repetition. We talked about subconscious mind, but it's an impulse. These are all different little ways of looking at it. It's an impulse. When you put it into you day after day by repetition, and also, like you said, put yourself into the state, do what you need to do, adapt your lifestyle towards it, and pretty soon you just get hungry. Feels like actual physical hunger. And then once you get really good at it, it feels like a pulse. Like your heart, like you beat with your heart and you feel. Like right now I feel. Do you see how my face changed? What happened now is I felt like a flood of pleasure, like a flood of endorphins. I know that sounds kind of crazy. But when you get good at this stuff, you can do it. You can program your mind to associate to where you want to be with such a driving amount of purpose that you feel it as a pulse. What else do you feel as a pulse? Moments of truth in your life. Moments where you've succeeded, moments that define who you are. Your experiences that you have that will last and that are glued into your mind. When you hear that song, you can't explain why you feel that way. When you see that person, you see your people that you love, and you can't explain why this feeling comes over you. All these things that happen in your life, and a feeling comes over you, and you can't explain it. It's so profound, so deep, and you can't explain it. This is what I'm saying. We're going to get you to link those feelings. It's about making your life a continuum. Bolstering yourself with the feelings of the past like that. And then taking the thoughts of your future, like everything you're going to get in the future, and then putting your future like that. So it's a pulse. Boom, 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 boom. Flow. Flows. So it's a continuous cycle of past, present, and future. A pulse of your goals, and a pulse of who you are, and a pulse of you shining your light out there and adding to the beautiful mosaic mirror and making the world a better place. That's what it's about. So what's our exercise for today? Our exercise is, take a look. This is day 7, okay? Go look at, you got your notebook, you did all the exercises so far, I'm assuming. Go look at everything you've did and make a note of the growth that you see has been occurred so far. Take a moment out, ask yourself, okay, you've done 7 days of this, good job, congratulations. I want you to step back, and I want you to observe. How much have you grown? What have you learned? What has changed? Because I've grown so much. My buddy Dan has grown so much. It's only day 7. We still got 23 days left to go. But look, see how much you've grown. And see if you can take any pointers from that and apply them to the remainder of these 23 days and just in general to your life. I'm going to play a little riff for you and then we're going to be done. Thanks. Thanks, Impulse. Oh, by the way, Impulse is my invisible friend. That's what his name is. Thanks, Impulse.